guys, what's going on? It's Broken Nose Gaming here. I know I am a little late to the party when it comes to this, but as you can see, our garage has been converted. We have a bunch of holiday stuff going on. We have things like the mouse tank in the back. We have Dead Mouse here. We have some holiday goodies all around, and we have some holiday events going on right now. The biggest one that's going on currently would be the Snow Globe event, where you can go through all these levels and you can choose either a tank or a snow globe. You can also purchase boxes using XP or gold to get snow globes. Inside of a snow globe, you have a variety of tanks that you can possibly win. The big winner is the Lion. This is the new tank for this holiday season. It is an auto reloader. Shells 1 and 2 are pretty quick to reload, so you can kind of play this as like a 2-shot auto loader, and then your third shell, being a reserve shell, will take quite some time to reload compared to the others. I've heard some mixed things about this tank already. I unfortunately have not gotten it yet. I've heard some good and some bad things. The good thing is that kind of 2-shot autoloader mechanic with a backup shell. The not so great things mainly comes down to the mobility. If I get it, I will definitely do some sort of review on it. If I don't get it, unfortunately, we'll have to wait. So aside from the Lion, there are quite a few other tanks that you can get in a snow globe, ranging anywhere from tier 10 to tier 7. As you can see, I have most of them except for 3. The 3 that I don't have are actually fairly new. The tier 10 up here is the Chinese 114 SP2, which I've been told is kind of like a Chinese E100. So that is one of the tanks. Another tank down here in tier 9 is the Lorraine 50T. Now, the Lorraine 50T is a tier 9 heavy French tank. This one, I guess, from what I've been told, is kind of like a down-tiered AMX M4. I think it's the 54 in tier 10. It was in the Black Friday event. You could spend, I believe, like the coupons that you could get by buying gold packages and bundles. The downside is you had to buy another tank in front of it, which was the SMV Vipera, before this tank would show up. So if you already had that tank, you had to eat the cost anyway. That is another one of the tanks that you could get. And then the last one that I don't have is the TSL-7 Defender. This is the newest tank in the Defender series of tanks. I don't know a whole lot about this one. I've seen quite a few of them on the battlefield, so I guess a lot of people got them. I don't know what it's based on, or if it's based on anything. Like the other Defenders, it is an auto loader magazine reload style, 3 shells. If I get this one, maybe I'll do a review on that too. So I'm hoping I can get one more snow globe. As you can see, I'm about halfway there. There's about a week left. The other reward you can get is a tank, and that tank is the A46 Different. So this tank actually was in the game files, but it was just called the A46 for a while. It wasn't until the event started did they upload a new skin for the tank, and then we knew what this was. This tank's kind of interesting. If we take a look at the stats really quick. So the special ability is concealment and movement, which every light tank has. It just means it has better camo than other tanks, and it doesn't decrease when the tank is moving. But the special thing about this tank is it has HESH. The downside is this gun isn't a very big gun. It's a 77 millimeter, so it's kind of like a 1 millimeter larger than a M4 Sherman's main gun. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage. It's 160 alpha, your HESH does 180, and you do 143 millimeters of pen with your HESH, and that's in tier 7. Personally, I would have rather had heat or something. It's got an okay reload. Reload time is like 4 seconds, so you can really put out your shots pretty quick, but with 162 millimeters of pen, and that's with calibrated shells. Also, the armor is not great because it is a light tank. Your thickest armor on the turret and the hull at the front is a whole 25 millimeters, which means you are going to get HE thrown at you. That's kind of like in the same ballpark as like the Hellcat and stuff like that. Does it look cool? Oh, absolutely. Looks cool. If you're a Deadmau5 fan, sure, go for it. Or if you're like me, where you have a lot of tanks, then the snow globes are kind of not like a priority because you're not guaranteed that you're going to get something new. At least with the A46, you get something new. But if you don't have a lot of premium tanks or you're not a Deadmau5 fan, then obviously the snow globe is going to be the bigger choice for you. So outside of the snow globe event, we also have the advent calendar. So the advent calendar has been going on for about a week now. We are actually on day 9 of 25. Now, just because we're on day 9 of 25 doesn't mean you shouldn't jump in on this if you haven't already. The advent calendar's main reward is going to be the premium Soviet light tank, the LT-432. Now, you need 100 certificates parts to get the LT-432. As of this recording, on day 9, we have only been given 50 certificate parts, which means there's still 100 left between days 9 to 25. I kind of already know what day 9 is, and I'm not too excited or really interested in it. It's just some of the power cells, which are the season's currency for the season tanks. I'm not worried about that because I already have all the tanks, but basically day 10 to 25, there is still enough certificate parts in here to get the LT-432. There's also some other cool stuff like mouse collectible containers, which are just these little certificates of Deadmau5 in different poses. If you collect them all, you can get a reaction pack. There's a total of 6 of them. There are things like customization crates where you can get random camos and things like that as well. They've even given out mystery crates. I've gotten gold and some certificates from that, so you can win literally tanks for free. So just because we're already in the advent calendar, don't sleep on it, pick it up. And the only thing you have to do to get the advent calendar gift dropped to you each day is to play one single match. You do not have to win, you just have to play one single match and you will get your advent calendar gift. We also have, of course, the monthly pass for the month of December. It's called Operation The Last Winter. It's got some cool things. It's got camos. The reward for the tank this particular pass is for the Progetto CC55 Mod 54, which is the Tier 8 Italian Heavy. You get the Poinsettia camouflage, which very similarly to the Tiger 2 Aurora of last year is holiday themed, has lights up and down the hull and the turret and the cannon, and it's red and green. It's got some snow. So that's another cool little thing you can get. Of course, the battle pass is an extra charge, and they do have a couple different variations. So you have your regular one, which is $7.99. You have your fancier one, which is giving you 20 extra levels for like $23.99. And then there's one more that you can get in the in-application store, and that is the Winter Vehicles and Extended Pass, where you will get 3 tanks. You'll get the Cryos, which is an excellent Tier 6 tank destroyer that came from a battle pass. You get the Frosty, which was another Tier 6 light tank. It's okay. And then you get the Rudolph, which is the Tier 6 medium, which we actually saw in the beginning of this video. You get the legendary camouflages for both the Cryos and the Frosty. You get some crates. You get extra power cells for the season tanks. You get the 20 levels. And this one's like $42. Now, I will tell you guys, if you're interested in this particular battle pass, don't buy it in the in-game store. Go to Wargaming's website because it is like $6 or $7 cheaper. This particular pass will cost you like $35 on the premium store website. There's also a 4th version of the battle pass where it is just the standard premium pass and those tanks for $13. You won't get the crates, you won't get the 20 levels, but you will get the pass and the tanks and their extra camouflages. That's not a bad deal. This is a pretty good time in my opinion, to look at getting one of the passes, because you are getting not only the camo, you're getting 3 tanks. 2 of them have legendary camos on top of that. And then depending on if you want to spend a little bit extra or not, you also get things like crates and extra levels. That's pretty cool to me. So that's kind of like our first half of what's going on during the holiday season right now. Now, of course, there are a couple things that I haven't talked about yet because they haven't started yet. Obviously, the Mouse Tank, that event hasn't started yet. From what I've been told, the Mouse Tank event's going to start on the 13th, and it will be very similar to like the HoloLive, Lightbringer, or the Dune pass event, where you'll purchase a pass and then you get levels every time you play, etc., etc. And then the other event that I haven't talked about yet is everyone's favorite, the auction. If you've never played World of Tanks Blitz during the holiday season, the auction, every week we will have a different auction, and they'll have a selection of tanks, and the tanks will start off at a certain gold price, and then every day the prices will go down. Now, the caveat is that there's a limited numbers available. So like, you're not going to be guaranteed that your tank that you want will be there the whole week. But that is the first half of our holiday event that's going on right now. So if you haven't yet, jump on the advent calendar. If you have the gold, jump on the snow globe event. If you don't want to spend gold or free XP on the boxes, at least work your way up the chain and either pick up a snow globe or the tank, or if you're really dedicated, both. And hopefully when we see the second half of the holiday event, I will make a video in a more timely manner. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something if you haven't been around for the holiday season for World of Tanks Blitz. If this is your first one, it's a pretty good holiday season this year, and hopefully you get some pretty cool stuff out of it. Anyways, until I catch you guys in the next video, take it easy. Bye bye.